Hello and welcome to the second eFreeze OpenClinica training podcast. In this podcast, I will cover notes and discrepancies, focusing on how we search for discrepancies, change their status, and correct data. So firstly, to view all discrepancy notes, go to the navigation bar and click on Notes and Discrepancies. At the top of the page, you'll see a summary table. In the first column, we have what is known as the resolution status. And then in the other columns 2 to 5, we have the various types of discrepancy notes. And in the final column, we have the total number of discrepancy notes with that resolution status. Now, if I scroll down, you'll see a table similar to a subject matrix, which lists all the discrepancy notes on the data set. In the first column, we have the subject ID, the second column, the type, the third column, the resolution status, the site ID, some various other parameters, the event name, and then the CRF name. The entity name, that is the internal ID for the question, and then we have the description label, which was generated when the discrepancy note was created. Okay, so I've briefly covered the notes and discrepancies page. So now let me demonstrate how you can change the resolution status. So firstly, for example, let's take this question. How many fetal heartbeats were present? Let's say I still don't know the value, but I have some additional information. So I can now change the resolution status from new to updated. And to do that, I press on the View button, which will open up a pop-up with some more information regarding this discrepancy note. And to add the additional information, I click on Update Note. And now I can type in some additional information. Let's say I can leave a status to updated. It automatically selects this status when I click Update Note, and then I press Submit and Exit. And close the window. You'll now see the status has changed from new to updated, and this is also can be seen in the summary table at the top of the page. Now, let's say I do know the value for the fetal heartbeats question and the gestational sacs question as well, and I want to enter that data into the CRF. To do that, I can press on the View Within Record button. And what that does, I'll just close this for the moment. What that does, that opens the CRF and takes you to the tab the question appears on. You can see the fetal heartbeats question. You can see the flag here has changed from red to the gold, indicating it has been recently updated. So now I want to add in the data I now have. When a form has been marked as complete, the form is in a status called administrative editing. Now what this means is for me to change the data, in this case change it from blank to a value, I must provide a reason for entering that data, and I will demonstrate how we do that now. So I know the values, so I'll enter them here, 1, and I press save. And you'll see, similar to when a discrepancy note is created, a red exclamation mark appears next to the question and a message appears at the top of the page. The message states that I have changed data after the CRF was marked as complete, and I must provide a reason for change discrepancy note for this item before it will save the data within the data set. And how I provide a reason for change is for each question, so we'll do it for these two, I click on the flag next to it and then press propose resolution. Scroll down. So similar to when I updated the note, I add a description in, like say and similarly you can see it's set the status to resolution proposed, and then click submit and exit. Close the window, and likewise I must do it for the fetal heartbeats were present question. Click on the flag, press propose resolution. Again I must give a description. And press submit and exit, close the window, and now when I press save, the data has now been saved in the data set. And to confirm this, I go back to the tab, you can see the data has been saved in the questions, and the flags are now turned to a green colour, which indicates they have now in the resolution status of resolution proposed. So I can exit this CRF, take it back to the subject matrix. If I go back to notes and discrepancies, you will see the one which had a resolution status of updated has now gone to resolution proposed, and then the other one which had a new status has now also gone to resolution proposed. Another example where we will change the status probably from new to resolution proposed could be for this question here. The number of eggs collected is expected to be between 3 and 40 when data entry was completed. 42 was entered. It's since been confirmed, verified that 42 was the correct number, so we don't need to do updated. And we don't want to change the data, but we need to set it to a resolution proposed status. You can click on the view button and press propose resolution. Again, enter a description. Press submit and exit, close the window, and now you can see the resolution proposed total has incremented by 1 and the new status has gone down by 1. Okay, let me summarise what I've covered in this podcast. I demonstrated how to view discrepancy notes, change their status, and update the data for a CRF marked as complete. Hopefully, this series of podcasts and exercises will help you to successfully enter data into OpenClinica for the eFreeze trial. Thank you.